Shit, I'm not. It's there.
Hit the button.
I hit the button.
Hello.
Hello. So, you want to do your demonstration?
Yes.
Shyler has a demonstration. Planetary alignments. Okay, this is us right now. Okay? And this is Pluto.
And normally it goes this way. And it is now going this way. And this one is Mercury. Normally it goes this way. And it's just going this way. So they're both going like this.
So they're making us.
I can't do it.
Just throw them. Okay, so the cats are gonna eat that. We need to remember to pick that up. Okay, so we kid, but to be honest, there's a lot of conversation in-house, I guess is how we would say it.
Yeah.
Like in-house, there's a lot of conversation in-house about these planetary alignments and just the world feeling wobbly, right? I think the words wobbly, off, icky, dense, vertigo. This is a word.
It was.
People are making fun of us in the background. Y'all can't see that, but there's a lot of weeble wobble, I think, right now, and a lot of us are feeling it in different ways. For some of us, it's coming in as the meat suit is super tired and needing a lot of rest. For some of us, it is vertigo. For some of us, we would classify it as icky. Apparently, the cat has an opinion.
You're not alone. You're alone. You've been abandoned.
God.
You have not. Come
You're not
here.
alone.
Come
None
here.
of us are alone.
Jesus, thanks.
So,
wanna
Mercury
see my
is in Gatorade. Did we mention that?
I like it. You are not alone. I am here with you. Okay.
This was our attempt at a serious one. This is the best we got, guys. In all seriousness, there are some dense energies happening right now, and it can make you feel very overwhelmed, very stressed.
Very shit show.
Very, very dumpster fire, shit show kind of space. We, for those of you who don't know, we do Friday Magic, and on Fridays, which is why it's called
Friday Magic. It's right here.
You can't
It's
see.
a key. They can see.
Show kind of place.
It's upstairs. Danielle just walked into this whole moment.
Oh, someone's on. I'm so sorry.
You're
don't be
good.
sorry.
It's exactly what
You're
it's
about to be
supposed
known by the world.
So, for those of you who don't know, she is our massage therapist. So, we have a wellness center here, and we have a wonderful massage therapist here. She helps move energy, as well as move muscle and whatever massage does. All the yummy goodness
All
that
the
it does. So, this is take 2 for this particular moment. So, here we are, and we're not going to edit it. We told y'all we would give you raw
material.
So this is what we're gonna do. Why did we do it today? So here's why. We were talking. We were damn near close to crying on the couches at the shop because technically I'm supposed to be working the floor. Shiloh is taking sessions, and both of us are just trying to hold each other up today. I think at this point we're just hoping
We're
for
balancing.
or
leaning.
getting my pocket. We're leaning pockets today.
Leaning pockets.
Leaning pockets today. So, part of the healing journey, right? It can get messy. It can get deep. It can get dense.
It can be a shit show.
It can be a shit show. That doesn't always necessarily mean that it's bad per se. It's just a shit show. Sometimes a shit show is just a shit show. It's still a show. It's just usually on fire. So we've tried to accomplish several different things. We have a festival coming up in 12 days. We haven't been able to do very much with that. 12 days. We're not going to talk about that right now. So, Friday Magic literally consisted of, I'm going to turn this a little bit so you can see it. So, it consisted of us using the cauldron that we use at festival and putting our gratitude candle in it and throwing the community key in it, and really just asking the universe, or requesting the universe, just send us some relief, send us some healing and that kind of stuff, and tapping into tribe. In my opinion, a lot of times when we get to this moment as a collective, when we get to this dense energy, we often try to navigate it alone. We try to, we've been programmed, in my opinion, to hide away and hermit and not show this piece. If y'all can see this table, like, there is half done projects from just today. There is a ton of red dye 40 and 30 and high fructose corn syrup, and we literally, and the water, and some selenite, you know, like, we literally have pieced together and just tried to hang on. If it hadn't been for each other being able to lean on each other, then today would be a whole lot worse, right? If it hadn't been for humor, if it hadn't been for all these other pieces, I think, and for the rain, we did go out and kind of dance in the rain. We did. I talk with my hands, and somebody's behind the camera making fun of me, so
it was that one right there.
So I think a lot of times we try to take these moments when energy gets dense and it's not good or bad, and we just sink into this space of hiding and hermiting. There's power in that. There is, you know, legitimacy in doing that, but there's also legitimacy in being vulnerable and showing that piece, right? Showing that part of what's happening. So today, crying-ish on the couches with the cats doing weird stuff, and even the cats are being weird.
They are.
So I don't even know what he's doing over there. Just
He's still there. I don't know.
Can you? I don't even know if you can
No, I
see
think you have
him.
to lift up.
Oh, okay. All right, here we go.
There's the cat.
Yeah, I don't. He's doing
Alpha,
cat
what are
yoga.
you doing?
Alpha.
We had alpha things.
Alpha, yeah, okay. So, all right. One of the amazing things about being really interconnected with the Lotus and a community like what we're building here is that we get to see these patterns. We get to come in and day out, and we get to go, oh man, it's hard today. And then we get to lean on each other, and we get to allow for that growth and that healing to happen. Even in those moments, it's hard to be vulnerable. It's hard to say, you know, it's a shit show of a day today, and I know I'm supposed to be running the register, but I just need to lay here for a minute. It takes two, you know, sometimes multiples. You know, Shauna brought food.
Oh my
you
gosh,
know? salad and everything
Okay.
else, and just is like texting, did y'all eat, did y'all do this? So everybody is kind of rippling, feeling this piece. So if you're sitting back and going, man, it just feels really dense, you know, I think there's legitimacy to that piece. A lot of times we can find healing and power when we're vulnerable and we say, I can't do this, you know, like, I am so exhausted. Just Shiloh and I being able to sit here and talk, and the kids being able to banter, and watching the cats do weird stuff, and being able to say, look, even they're feeling it, makes you feel not as alone. You know?
It kind of gives that that clarity and connectedness, really, because when you know someone else is going through it, you're like, oh, it's not just me. Because a lot of times we have our own spaces where we have to deal with just us.
Yes,
but this
absolutely.
is definitely collective energies. We're all feeling it. It's affecting us in different ways, but most of them are
there's
similar.
some overlap. There's some
Yeah.
overlap to what it's doing. You know, hey, this feels really this kind of way, and then you're able to talk about it, and you're able to say, you know, oh my gosh, I'm not alone in this. I am not traveling through these spaces. So in the course of my own journey, I think yours as well, that there have been times where just knowing that I wasn't alone honestly made me have a little bit of extra oomph to get through the day. So this is kind of what that moment is. Like, Shiloh literally went to the dollar store today and bought a shit ton of candy because we were just like, we need candy. We need candy. Can't move. We need candy, right? And so we are able to move through those pieces when we collectively come together. I think for us, part of our journey, part of what we want to convey to the world around us is that you need humor. You in ascension, in this process, and I'm going to use the word ascension. I mean it for my truth. You figure out what your truth is. It's not up for us to tell you what your truth is. For me, ascension.
That is the truth right there.
It is true. For me, when I say the word ascension, I believe strongly that we are in a time where we are creating a new way of being. We as a species are creating new things in new ways. Is that somebody? Can you go say hey and we'll be up there in a minute? We are creating new ways of being. We are creating new a new world, a new earth, you know. And I think that this ascension process collects some of the things we've done in the past, and it elevates it, and it brings the meat suit along with it, and we're evolving. We're in a high speed evolution kind of moment.
It's like an escalator kind of thing. We're moving up, we're stepping through, and the thing is that we're finding that there's things tethered. I think they're stuck to us here on this 3D that is literally saying, hey, you've got to release me or you can't move where you're wanting to go. And those things can be difficult. We've had them most of our lives. There's some things that we didn't even know we had that are just kind of like, I call them little fear tails, and they're just kind of hanging on. And what it is when we're going up, guess what? It's getting taut and it's bringing us into that direction, and then we have to look at it.
We have to evaluate it, decide what we want to do with it. Do we cut it loose? Is it there for a reason? Where do we need to put it? And for each moment, each one of us, that journey is often different. There are pieces of overlap, but the details are different in those spaces. I think for me, part of the journey is becoming raw and vulnerable and showing those pieces, showing the days when magic isn't fun and giggles and it is literal just struggling to be in the meat suit and be present in the now. Our Friday magic, it consisted of lighting the gratitude candle and putting it in there and saying, okay, you do the rest, you know. And that's not, we can get caught up in what's right and wrong and all these other pieces, but at the end of the day, it comes from where our intention is. Our intention was to come from a space of gratitude and to tap into tribe, because we recognize that we can't do it alone. So today, I think we just wanted to remind you guys that if you're in a space where you feel like you can't do that alone, there is power in collectiveness. There is power in coming together. There is power in that rest. For both of us, it has been about self-care, right?
Yes.
We still have to show up. I still have to have the shop open. Shiloh still has to do her sessions. We still have to be present in consensus reality in here, but we can also lean on each other and honor our bodies and honor all these pieces and cut ourselves some slack when we're piled up on the couch with the cat doing weird shit, you know? And so he's resting now.
Yes.
He's asleep now. He's done with the weirdness. And if we are the ones with the extra energy, then we bring salads and food and nourishment to the people who we love and care about. There's a connectivity to that. You know, Shauna remembering us today helped us go, there is hope. There is a light at the end of that tunnel. So if you don't have that, then hello. You let our weirdness be the light at the end of your tunnel, you know, because collectively is the only way, in my opinion, that we're going to move through this ascension process.
I agree. And I would like to also mention is that when we say collectively, it doesn't have to be physical.
Yes.
We can literally call people in with our energies and ask the people that are in our frequency that know what they do. Like, we're universe experiencing itself. So all of us in different spots. All we have to do is sit in a space and be like, I cannot do this alone. I need my people, my tribe, and ask them. They will fucking show up. You may not even know who they are or what it is, but you will feel and know that you are supported. And I think it's just something that, well, we have to remember.
Releasing that programming of individuality, and I'm a tough bitch and I can do this by myself and blah, 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 blah,
Because we can.
Because absolutely, we are supposed to, that sovereignty is important, but that collectiveness plays a role as well. So we just kind of wanted to jump on here and be like, listen, if you're sitting on your couch crying underneath the blanket eating high fructose corn syrup and all you can do is light a candle, then we're right there with you. You know, like, so there's a power and a space in that. So we are going to draw a card from the Lemurian deck, and then we're gonna jump off here and go do our
work.
jobs. So let's see.
You're doing a great job.
The child just did acrobatics. All right. Listen, we're gonna get this camera
Are you
situation.
Like, look, it feels like it's even hard to shuffle. There it
was.
goes.
All right. So,
Oh, let's show the pictures too. Can
All
you show
right.
the pictures? Because I just like when pictures are shown.
so that is
Ooh,
one,
yeah.
and that is one. All right. So this one is root chakra, ground and center. This image speaks of finding home within yourself, a sense of deep inner peace, and a strong sense of grounding and being centered. Here you can fly free from the grips of survival in a place of thriving. There is trust, connectivity to community, and you can rely on others. Joyfully understand your responsibilities in turn. You are held and have strong foundations for all aspects of life. With your guard down, you can have tools to ride the waves if you need. Everything is okay. So to me, this is about that vulnerability, allowing for those guards to go down and say, hold me and let me in your pocket, you know, and no, tell me I'm a pretty kid, right? And allowing for those vulnerabilities, knowing that it's not going to be received in judgment because we are just reflections of each other. I'm going to let you read this one, and I'm going to
Okay.
All
Sounds good.
love and muchness to you guys.
This one's journey to wholeness. Love from a sense of wholeness. We may have concepts of others that are not really who they are due to subconscious projections or ideals. We could have the idea that we will feel better about ourselves when we achieve a goal or status. This takes us out of the present and puts conditions on love. Hold the vision that you and others are already perfect, thus we can heal through the transformative power of acceptance. Acknowledge the full spectrum and bring any fractured parts back to the present moment. Here we are whole and empowered to step into the brightest version of ourselves. Yeah, it's true. I really, this one to me is literally like absorbing, knowing that we can love unconditionally. It has not been easy because we have been told that we couldn't. We've been conformed to that. But when we take in that self-care and really love ourselves wholeheartedly, unconditionally, it's literally is impossible to not love others. And we can put that forth and just, again, I'm going to reiterate it again. We're not alone. I love you guys. Love and bubbles from me. I send in all the bubbles. And hope to see y'all again soon. Bye. Watch me crawl to y'all. All weird.